Hello folks, it's old Ralph. Old Ralph. Hey, this is part 2 of hauling the dozer from Yuma to Barstow.
That's my job, Ralph.
Yeah, we got back in here right where we left off. We're driving the Freightliner Cascadia. I made by Cyrus of ours there. MHApro Map.
Come on, Ralph. Cut it out.
And we're gonna get this job done. Should have had it done already. So here we're off.
Did you have fun taking over, Ralph?
Not by George, I did, Rusty. By George, I sure did. It feel good for a change, not to listen to your mouth.
I don't know what to say, Ralph.
That's trouble, Rusty. You never know what to say. That's why I jumped in there.
Folks, we gotta pull in here and take a quick nap. This company don't mind if we pull in here. Get us a little bit of shut-eye. Then we'll be back on the road again. Take this, I like that paint job I put on there. Mixing that paint up there a little bit. Making a right nice looking maroon job. That dozer, that ripper on the back. I remember the first time I seen a ripper on the job, I said, oh no, I don't like them things. That's what drills is for, is to drill that rock. Don't need no ripper. But they couldn't do too good anyway, so it didn't hurt us none. We're gonna have to take a nap here, folks. Lay down, Doug. Lay down, Ralph.
I got you, Rusty. Got you.
Look out, Rusty. Look out, Ralph.
Alright, folks, everybody up.
Nah, that's the shortest time night I ever seen. That can't be a whole night, Rusty. What the hell?
We slept all we was supposed to there, right?
Nah, it wasn't enough,
Barely did get your eyes shut. I can't help it if you lay awake all night. Take you now.
I could use it now, too.
Now, you can't now, Ralph. You gotta stay up here and run your mouth. Keep everybody busy.
Well, I can do that, too, Rusty. That's no problem for me. I'm good at it.
Yeah, I remember they brought those rippers out to the job the first time on them big D10s and stuff, and that's ripping that shell, that soft rock, and I said, man, they're about to take my job here. But they're so slow at it that you gotta have a whole lot of rock to keep the loader busy, so they didn't make much difference. You were to see one of them things scratching on top of limestone or sandstone, you could light a fire with the fire that comes off that point when it's scraping across that hard rock. All it does is lift the dozer up and just like a flint rock rub it across through there. It don't do anything. And they slow. They have to cut a path through there and back up and cut another path. You do it about 100 times and you got enough for a couple bucket loads with a loader. They're too slow. They're good for what they do. Just rip a spot here and there, but they're not good enough to keep a job going.
Nah, that's right, Rusty. That's right.
I remember running a grader one night on the job, and they've been running the grader for forever. Job been going on forever, and all the grader men been running everything, and they drill didn't need no drilling, or it was tore up or something. And they asked me if I could run it, if I wanted to run the grader, and I said, well, yeah, I'd run the grader. And they had this big long cut through, a mountain we'd cut through, and the rock trucks couldn't pass each other in it because there's so much junk and rock and stuff laying around in the cut. They just had one path through it. So I spent all night there in that cut with that grader pushing all the rock over to the side. And within a couple of hours or three, the rock truck was able to meet each other in the cut and just keep right on going. So I improved that 100%, just a few minutes. I don't know why nobody didn't fix that. When rock trucks meet each other, if they do it right, you meet each other on the opposite side. You drive on the wrong side of the road all the time. So if you hit together, the cabs don't hit together. That's why you drive them things. But anyway, I cleaned that whole cut up that night, that grader. When I could have just been goofing off, riding around, cleaning up Hall Road or something, but I just decided to clean that whole cut up. That's just one of them things. Grader's a lot of fun to run. Stand up, drive them, sit down. The blade will do anything. It'll roll over, stand up. You get all confused with it. Wheels lay down to the side. You need a big joystick to operate one of them things. They got tons of levers they used to have. I don't know if they got joysticks now or what, but used to have like 10, 15 levers run across in front of the steering wheel, behind the steering wheel. You could have to reach around behind it and pull the levers to work the blades. That's the old days. First time I ever run a grader, the boss said, "Can you run a grader?" I said, "Never have." I said, "The only one thing I need to know," I said, "is it got any brakes?" This was a strip job, so they didn't care, but I said, "It got any brakes on it?" He said, "What do you need brakes for? It's got a blade on it." I thought, well, heck, that don't sound too good. But that's the way they did things. Yeah, that's the way it was, Rusty, and that's the way it was. If you had a blade to stick to the ground, what you need brakes for, you just let that blade down. Well, if the engine quit Ralph and you didn't have no hydraulics, you'd be in trouble, wouldn't you? Well, I guess you could be in that situation. Why can't you go to sleep? Well, sorry about that, Man, being quiet ain't no fun. Setting my Xbox controller up. That's the second controller on this thing. Use it for a button box. Worked out pretty good, gave me a lot of extra buttons here. But I thought, well, heck, I might as well hook that thing up. Get me some buttons for like trailer brakes. Detach the trailer. All that stuff without having to use the keyboard. I don't think I have to use the keyboard for much now. I put everything, a lot of stuff over on the Xbox controller. That thing got a lot of buttons you can use on it. And the joysticks, all that good stuff. Made it more convenient. If I can just remember what button does what. I unhooked my trailer 3 or 4 times yesterday by accident. hitting the wrong button, but that's part of it.
Yeah, you got that, can't remember nothing stuff right, Rusty.
That might be right.
What's the matter, Rusty? Can't you find the gear, Rusty?
Don't worry, Ralph, I'll find it. It's there somewhere.
Well, stick it in something, let it go.
On this map, this Heavy Alex map, MHApro Map, you see all these extra trucks sitting everywhere and stuff. That's what makes it a great map. Extra parking places, new roads, new cities, all kinds of new stuff that the original game don't have. That crossroads going over and few cities. It makes it a more realistic to drive on when you see trucks parked everywhere and stuff.
That's right, Rusty, that's right. I tell him, Rosie. Hey, we got your dozer here. We need a ticket on this. That ain't nothing wrong with it. We never heard nothing.
I know I can do it. It ain't gonna take a week. People, all these hate groups out there need to quit hating. I don't hate anybody. People's people. When I see people, I see people. But this is crazy what's going on. Everybody fighting everybody. That's people paying people to do that, to make the whole world mad at each other. It's crazy. But that's enough of that. But try to get this thing parked.
Yeah, you ought to quit talking and try to park. You haven't hard enough time. You look like a rookie out here.
Well, I know. We got the camera set up at kind of a bad angle here, the back end between them flags. I made it kind of hard there.
Nah, you ain't supposed to be talking about how the camera's set up. That ain't part of the show there, Rusty.
Don't worry about it, Ralph. This here's the view you get out of a dozer when you're on it. You can look down the cutting edges on the left and right, and that's about all you can see except something big in front of you. Got a throttle on one side and a joystick on the other. I mean a gear shift on one side and the bucket levers on the other, and you got a throttle upper on the dash. You just pull it wide open when you start and you're ready to go. But that's the dozer man's view all day right there. Thank you, Ralph, for showing them that.
Nah, it wasn't no trouble, Rust. I said them big hydraulic jacks there, razor blade up and down. Everything's fine.
You know, you tighten the tracks up on a dozer people with a grease gun, hard to believe that. They got a cylinder in there, you just pump it full of grease, tighten the tracks on it. Looks like it'd be a lot more to it than that, don't it? Found out what my trouble was where he was outside the truck there. It kind of looked like it was bouncing a little. I'd bought me a mouse pad, foam rubber mouse pad that was pretty thick, and light laser mouse was bouncing a little bit on the mouse pad, making it look like the video was bouncing. But I took the mouse pad out under it and quit using it. But it was a nice one. Just a mouse that's so sensitive that a little bit of vibration that showed up on the video. Thanks, folks, for riding with the Truck and Duck Express. We'll see you on the next video. Come back and see us here. Country Talk.
Y'all come back now.
That's right, Ralph. Bye-bye, people.